Hi, my name is MK1 Jeffrey Redman. I'm with Engineering Systems School Fast Response Cutter staff at Training Center Yorktown. This video will cover the removal and installation of the MTU-20V 4000 M93L cylinder head. The MPC that coincides with this task is Alpha 15012.D. This task is normally performed as part of a 6,000-hour QL3 maintenance or as a corrective maintenance upon failure. This video is for familiarization with the task and shall not take the place of official procedures promulgated by a patrol boat product line. Ensure you follow all safety guidelines outlined in the maintenance procedure card. Now let's cover the tools you'll need. Oil gallery plug tool. Oil gallery plug. 3/8 drive socket wrench. Long 3/8 drive extension. 19mm combination wrench. 19mm combination wrench with a shaved head. 17mm combination wrench. 17mm combination wrench with a shaved head. 16mm combination wrench. Long flathead screwdriver, small flathead screwdriver, 16mm 3/8 drive socket, 16mm 3/8 drive socket swivel, 24mm 1/2" drive socket, 30mm 3/4" drive socket, 1/2" socket wrench, 1/2" torque wrench, 3/8 drive torque wrench, 3/4 drive torque wrench, 3/4 drive socket wrench, long 1/2" drive torque wrench, guide mandrels, wire brush, scraper, 3/4" drive extension, torque multiplier adapters, lifting bracket, lifting strap. For consumables, you'll need Kluth Hockey Form 3015, you'll need Elastoseal sealant, you'll need engine oil, and for cleaning, denatured alcohol. It is required to remove the fuel injector and valve cover per MPC Alpha 53010.D, to drain the coolant per MPC Alpha 51111.D, to remove the intake manifold per MPC Alpha 52059.D, and to remove the valve gear per MPC Alpha 15050.D. We've already done these, so let's get started.
To prevent damage to the fuel return line, it'll be necessary to hold the return line fitting in the cylinder head or accumulator with a 17mm thin wrench prior to loosening the return line union nut at the cylinder head or accumulator. You may need to grind a 17mm wrench if no thin wrench is available. Failure to do so may cause damage or destruction of the fuel return line. Disconnect the unions for the fuel return lines from the cylinder head and from the accumulator for the cylinder heads that you'll be removing. Disconnect the exhaust pipework bolts from the cylinder head. The two upper ones are easy to get at. The lower one will need to be reached from the V side of the engine. Remove the fuel injector wire harness from the cylinder head. To do so, open the cover, then using a small straight shank flathead screwdriver, depress the clamping device that holds the wire in place and gently remove each wire. Remove the exhaust thermocouple from the cylinder head. It is the technician's option whether to use the power amplifier or traditional sockets and drives. If the option of the power amplifier is used due to the lifting bracket locations, it may be necessary to modify the power amplifier so it will be usable for all the cylinder head bolts. Using traditional sockets and drives or the modified power amplifier, evenly release the hex bolts on the cylinder head. Remove the two bottom cylinder head bolts. Insert cylinder head setting mandrels in the two empty bolt holes. Remove the remaining 4 cylinder head bolts. Screw the oil plug onto the installation removal tool. Lock it by turning the handle. Lubricate the threads. Screw the plug with the installation removal tool into the oil supply line bolt hole as shown in the video. Ensure that the plug is firmly anchored. Release the installation removal tool and then remove the installation removal tool. Attach the lifting bracket to the cylinder head. With a lifting strap and hoist, remove the cylinder head using the setting mandrels as a guide, then place the cylinder head on a firm surface. Remove the setting mandrels and remove the cylinder head gasket. Remove the sealing ring from the cylinder head with a screwdriver. Notice the step of the sealing ring. Remove the coolant passage O-ring and discard. If reuse of the cylinder head will be done, clean the exhaust mating surface. Clean the exhaust manifold mating surface to the cylinder head. Install a new cylinder head gasket. Insert the setting mandrels into the two bottom holes. Ovalize the new cylinder head sealing ring. Install the sealing ring with the step facing upward towards the cylinder head. Coat a new cylinder head coolant passage O-ring with hockey form and install on the cylinder head. Coat the area around the exhaust port of the cylinder head with a thin coat of Elastosil. Attach the lifting bracket to the cylinder head. Lift the cylinder head into place over the cylinder and use the installation mandrels as a guide while lowering the cylinder head into place. Remove the lifting device. Remove the oil passage plug. Measure all cylinder head bolts, checking for elongation per MTU guidelines listed in the maintenance procedure card. Coat the cylinder head bolt threads with engine oil and lower into place. Do not drop them into place or thread damage may occur. Connect all three exhaust pipework bolts. Tighten cylinder head bolts in sequence to specified initial torque per maintenance procedure card. Then tighten the cylinder head bolts to specified residual torque per maintenance procedure card. With a paint pen, mark the shoulder of the cylinder head bolts to be able to observe angle of rotation. Then tighten the cylinder head bolts in sequence an additional angle of rotation of 180 degrees. This can be done using the power amplifier or traditional socket and wrenches. Check the cylinder head bolts to specified control torque per maintenance procedure card. Tighten the 2 upper and 1 lower exhaust pipework bolts to specified torque per maintenance procedure card. Install the exhaust thermocouple into the cylinder head. Install the fuel return lines on the cylinder head and accumulator per maintenance procedure card. Connect the fuel injector harness connections at the cylinder head. Ensure you put the cover on after they're connected. Complete reassembly by following the listed maintenance procedure cards. Once all installation is complete, conduct a performance test to make sure repairs were successful.